Ejo, kontynuujemy naszą przygodę w This Strange Realm of Mine. Welcome back from the... How did it go? Got any more questions? Something about tunnels and consciousness I didn't really understand. Don't want to talk about it. Okay, well, off you go on your next adventure. Dandy zadaje takie pytania, znaczy no, daje takie odpowiedzi, że się idzie pogubić. I frequently dream about catching rabies. It's starting to frighten me. I'm already afraid of water. I can barely control my movement and impulses. I'm highly anxious, paranoid even. Sometimes I can't sleep for days at a time. I experience memory loss and I keep drifting in and out of consciousness. Any hallucinations yet? I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. Wait, who are you? Czemu nie mam żadnej broni? Obudziłem się w ogóle w jakimś fajnym miejscu. Jacyś kultyści, czy co to jest? Pistoleta niestety nie mam. Dostał w czoło. No teraz będzie łatwiej już. Na całe szczęście. Między oczy. Ale to jakiś pancerny. Oho. Sielska kraina. Się skrył. A trochę ich tu wychodzi, widzę. Amunicji jest nadstan. Także spokojna głowa. Efekty. Bynajmniej wieloryby tu nie latają, nie lewitują, więc o tyle zdrowo. O, jakaś gruba jadka będzie. Teczka zrespiona w ścianie. Don't get any closer. Wait, your eyes. You're not one of them. Them? It's a long story, but those red-eyed people, they are cultists. Pretty cold, huh? Oh, those guys, I killed them. It's sad, but I guess necessary. They attacked anyone who opposed them. It's actually people I knew rather. Long story short, a stranger came to our village. Seemed okay at first, but then he took more and more liberty until he pretty much started controlling people. Why would you let him do that? We didn't, or most of us didn't. But somehow, some of us thought he was right. He was loud. He seemed to have all the answers. And anyone who would object got made fun of or threatened. You'd think people would see this as some sort of warning sign, right? Apparently not. Sad. What about their red eyes? Exactly! I got suspicious. Something felt awry when more and more started following him, so I followed them one night. He gave his followers something, a powder or something. I'm a bit of an amateur chemist, so I took a sample of the powder and did some experiments. I administered the substance to some rats and they seemed to follow one of the sober rats. At one point, the new rat leader attacked one of the other sober rats and the whole zombie gang jumped on it as well. It wasn't a pretty sight. Sounds like we need to kill them. I'd rather not. I mean, they are my family and friends. And it's not even about that. These are people that were falsely led by a maniac with a chemical that make them obey any order. But I'm not so naive that I don't realize there might be no other way around this. That's why I brought my sister rifle. I can't personally use it. I just can't kill someone. What do you propose? Well, for some of them, I think it's too late. They have probably gone mad from the amounts of substance abuse. But there are others who are just now being forced to substance. There might still be time to save them. So here's what I'm thinking. The chemical makes them obey given orders, right? Well, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, tak przez przypadek sobie przewinąłem za daleko. Hope at last. Sounds risky, but let's try it. Okay, take the rifle. It has a long range scope, so we should have an advantage from this point. Take down the cultist, but leave the villagers, please. Cover me while I go down and try to cure the villagers. Wychodzi na to, że chyba wybiłem wszystkich. O! Ktoś się tam czmycha. Tam też. Wyobrażacie sobie tak wyglądającego MMORPG? Fajnie by było w sumie. Ja wiem, fajny ze mnie snajper, że gościu się wychyla, ja nie strzelam. No co jest? Dobra, idę do niego, bo się ruszyć nie chcę za bardzo. Yes, everyone survived and they seem to be able to recover fully. Can't believe it actually worked. Telling them they have free will, that they can't choose to follow that one glimpse of an impulse in their heads and completely break the spell. It will probably take a while before they are in full possession of their senses for... Wait, do you hear that? The airship! Huh? What are you talking about, dude? Się patrzysz na mnie. This is the cult leader airship. He has his lab in there. Let's confront him. Give me the rifle and I'll cover you. While you enter the ship, I'll join you once the cultists are taken care of. Sounds like a plan. But I have to admit, I've never fired a gun before. Can you give me a quick rundown? Aim center mass, breathe calmly. You can do it. Thanks! I'll keep that in mind, I won't let you down. Okay, let's do this. Go in and I'll be right behind you when you've made it to the cult leader. Let's do it. Może jakieś małe zawody, kto więcej zabije? Skubany. Się rozkręcił z tą snajperką. The person most in control is the person who can give up control. Frederick Solomon Peirce. What the hell? What have you done? Killed your puppets, you're next. Wait! Let me explain. I'm not that bad guy. I tried to save these people. How about you close your eyes and pray instead? But... Did you do it? Did you kill him? He's dead. One less scum to worry about, I suppose. Feels like I will wage off of my shoulders. Thank for the help, stranger. So, do you know where the exit is? I saw this huge strange gate in the sky area. We might as well take this airship there. Sounds like a plan. Join me at the tavern. Thanks, I will. I really need to get out of here. Too many bad memories attached to this place. O, no tak, sobie teraz będę sterował statkiem. Dobra, no to cała naprzód. O, koziołki. Gdzie ja mam w ogóle lecieć czy coś? No chyba tam. Dobra. I teraz by się przydał taki utwór. I believe I can fly. Takełem prawie dostałem. Wyrobię to na zakręcie? No tak, o wilku mowa sprzed parunastu minut. Właśnie latające delfiny, czy nie wiem, płetwale błękitne, czy tam powiedzmy wieloryby. Nie wiem, co to jeszcze może być. Właśnie sobie wyleciały spod chmur. Chociaż jakby nie spojrzeć poniekąd, to tutaj za dużo wody nie ma w tej grze, więc skoro on jest, że tak powiem, odczuwa trwogę przed wodą, no to tutaj mamy chmury i niebo. Tak jakby, chyba. No może to nie wygląda. Portal tak nie bardzo mi się podoba, ale... Zaraz zobaczymy, co za nim będzie. O, tawerna. Co nam powiesz, przyjacielu? Hey, can't stop thinking about the event at my village. What about it? Well, if someone can control a small number of people like that and still do so much damage, imagine how terrible a whole nation would be if converted into a narrow-minded mindset attacking anyone who disagrees. It's sickening. What can we do about it? Not much, I presume. We should encourage people to think for themselves, even if we disagree with their opinion. But the problem lies in the fact that some people aren't allowed to think for themselves. Everyone should be allowed that simple privilege. True. Well, we can't change the world. We can only change ourselves. Hopefully that will be enough. Poniekąd racja, niestety. Jakby nie spojrzeć, no, niektórzy nie potrafią myśleć za siebie. You're back. Did you experience anything interesting? Something about losing control and regaining it. Oh yeah. An important lesson. There's a constant battle in this universe, in this dimension, between two poles. The very rigid logic that moves in straight lines, without questioning its path or purpose. Then we have the chaotic or free pole that moves more fluidly. Both are necessary for any life to happen. If we only moved with the extreme logic without free will, we would move between 0 and 1 forever. On the other hand, if we had full control, we would be in a state of pure chaos. It's like turning on the TV without the channel on. A constant noise of randomness. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, where we allow the rigid logic to persist, only to override it from time to time. Now we have a moving pattern that tries to move back to its rigidness, but only to be pushed away again and again. Humans, for instance, have a heart that follows the rigid flow, and a brain that moves more erratically. You follow your heart, but think out the path with your brain. I think you've lost me. Sorry if I sometimes get carried away, not realizing people might not fully understand what I'm trying to convey. I used to have these dreams, well, vision almost. Dreams in which I had no control whatsoever. At first I panicked. I struggled to break free from whatever prison I was in, but I couldn't. I couldn't move an inch. It was without body, floating around a set course that repeated myself. It was like a roller coaster with defined beings and insights along the way. It was strange. And no matter how much I tried, I couldn't get off a roller coaster. At that point, I had given up. I realized I was probably gonna be stuck there forever, and that's when it happened. It was freed from the experience. It's like that whole lecture was about free will. How we take it for granted, and it can only exist between a fixed logic and a fluxed chaos. Interesting. Has the opposite ever happened? Visions of full control? Yes, it happens. But usually I get pre-made scenario where several outcomes can happen. As with the no control scenario, you won't get out of there until you've explored several outcomes. For instance, you can be put into the position of a commander on a battlefield. Depending on the choices you make as a commander, your army loses or wins the battle. If you lose, everything reveals to you. Try again, and again and again, until you win. Sounds like a game. It is. Pretty much everything is. When you think about it, all a game real is a set of logical rules. A free will to choose a path in those logical rules. Winning or losing is not really concrete or real. It's just a subjective agreement that you've completed the game, and mankind has plenty of games throughout history. Was it just a pastime, or is it a reflection or even an understanding of the universe we're in? Could this experience be a game? Ha, who knows. Anyways, I've kept you long enough. I'll open the door for you. Let's hope your next experience is a good one. Zrobił normalnie wodę z mózgu. O proszę. The killing of a friend for the search of truth. I'm sorry, I guess, that I put you on move. Fear drove me to this division. I split my soul for a sacred vision. You'll have no light, no hope, no dreams. You'll face it all to be free. All I faced was my vanity, losing a friend for the cost of our sanity. In the cold, in the darkness, in the fear, I grit my teeth, dance my body, I'm here. I want to change some things affecting everything. An urge for some real creation, but the running out of inspiration. My mind will go insane. Apathy rots the brain, creates a brand new earth, witness its rebirth. I don't want to keep it chemical. I don't want to keep it irrational. Boże, te literki są tak skonstruowane, że nie idzie tego przeczytać. O. Byłem przed chwilą na statku powietrznym, teraz jestem już w kosmosie. Oh good. You came. Welcome aboard my ship. I'm Dogma. You are expecting me? Yes, I attracted myself to you with my free aid. Attracted free aid. Oh, that's right. You might not be from the same timeline as me. How do I explain this? You see this device I have on my forehead? Well, it's a 3AD, third eye device. So, what does it do? Short or long story? Version. Short. It attracts things that you want from the universe and you put it on the right course. So why I am here and what are you doing here? I'm a space traveler. I had so many questions about the universe and I'll get back to that later. But I'm stranded. My ship's engine broke down and my fleet started malfunctioning. Sounds serious. What kind of malfunction? It is, for whatever reason, it no longer attracts what I focus on, but rather my subconscious mind. Of course, I have a very imaginative subconscious, and I think that's why things started to go sour. Alien creatures started to appear in the ship, the oxygen pipes are leaking, and as I said, the engine died. How can I help? Yes, in fact, that's why you're here. How come your device attracted me to you? It didn't. It steered me to you, your timeline. It was one of the possible paths in the fourth dimension. I tried to focus on the solution to my dilemma here. It sporadically chooses to work from time to time. Glad it found you. What can I do? Take this wrench. So we can fix the leaking oxygen pipes also for you, the alien creatures. Wait, a wrench? Can I have a gun? On spaceship? Have you gone mad? One bullet through a window or wall and we'll go boom. Okay, maybe not. It would be more like shirp. Yeah, you know, sucked into the vacuum of space through a tiny hole. Maybe your timeline didn't have that cool classic movies from way back in the day. Anyways, get back to me when you fix the pipes and I'll try to tinker with the free aid. Muszę sobie to ponaprawiać. To się trzyma dobrze. Tu nic nie ma. Fajne alieny. Dobra, jednak nie chcę. Wyglądają jak jakieś zmutowane kleszcze. Ale creepy, jak mi tu coś lata nad głową. Takiego brzydkiego jeszcze na dodatek. Zaraz się skończy tym, że przekręcę ten kurek. Wylecimy w powietrze wszyscy. Ja wezmę sobie apteczkę, bo nie wiadomo co tam za alieny jeszcze będą czekać. Zamknięte. Chyba wszystko. All valves are shut. Nicely done. Anything else I can help with? Yes, the engine still doesn't have power for whatever reason. The generator seems to be running fine since we have electricity and all. Could you check it out? Where I can find the generator? It's through the cargo bay. The door is locked and requires a blue key card. Here, take it. Okej, dobra, te zamknięte drzwi. Fuj. Welcome. Space mouse. Wow, you did it! The engine lights are glowing bright and green, and I also managed to fix my free AED, it seems. Now what? Well, personally, I think I've had enough of space exploring for a while. What about you? Is there an exit to this place? What kind of exit? Big purple glowing gate thingy? Oh, those! Yeah, I've come across a few in my travels. They are nodes. Nodes? Naturally occurring dimensional exits. Oh, what do they do? Shortcuts between points in the fourth-dimensional plane. You can find the natural ones scattered almost anywhere in this three-dimensional space. We studied them to some degree back on Earth. They are the reason we can travel so far with our spaceships. We built our own warp drives based on the research. Interesting, but how do you know where you'll end up? You don't? Basically, well, with our warp drives, we have a very advanced computer calculation that will send out a signal and bounce it back through our reversed warp drive to check so we don't, you know, warp into a sun or something like that. If no signal returns, it's probably unsafe to warp. Heh, the notes, however, are a bit tricky, especially if you don't have a warp computer at hand. Can we find a node anywhere in this vicinity? Sure thing, I'll activate my field and focus on a node, and it'll guide us right to it. It's still a bit defective, so I'll have to focus hard on finding it. Could you steer the ship while I guide you? Well, are you sure? Absolutely. I'm focusing on our safe arrival as well, so I know you can do it. We have to go through an asteroid belt to get to it. By the looks of it, So be ready to fire those coil guns if necessary. Oh! And by the way, I'll try to shift our common plane to a consciousness into a lower dimension. It's easier that way. Aha. Dosyć fajne minigierki są w tej grze, z tego co widzę. Fajne Nesquiki tu lecą. Zostałem Nesquikiem. E. From the highest point, from above it all, it's only downwards from here. Hold your breath as we fall. Strange world. Nie wygląda to za ciekawie. Drop bear? Gdzie ona jest? We made it! Nice asteroid avoiding there. Too bad the fate seem to have completely fried now. Oh, how will you be able to get home? I don't know, to be honest. I'm pretty much stranded here like you. So let's go find this note, shall we? No dobra, to coś łazi w ogóle. Alieny. No, chyba tutaj. Też nie. Za dużo to nie widać w ogóle. Że jakbym wszedł na górę, będzie cokolwiek widać? Jakieś przejście? O, tu coś jest. O, to ona jest, ja pierniczę. Tam coś jest? Nie ma. Here it is, the note. So what you're gonna do now? Well, since my field is busted, I'd have to fly aimlessly with my ship in hopes of finding a civilization. I think I'm done exploring for now. I have the answers that I need. And quite honestly, I'd like to get somewhere cozy and have a beer. You should join me at the Tavern Limbo. We've got beer. Thanks, sounds like a nice change. A godless humanity is feeling weak. So are the ones with a belief. The true nature of all nature is the death of everything. All hope is forever gone if light fades away. Let it never fade away, and neither will I, for I have the gift of life. May all life forms understand the meaning of now. We're all put here to realize nothing else than this. Dobra, wylądowaliśmy w tawernie znowu. Zobaczymy, co nasza koleżanka ma nam do powiedzenia. O, ma jakiś stateczek taki tutaj. Hi there, what a nice place is this, glad you like it. I could really see myself staying here for a while. Space gets somewhat lonely after a while. What were you looking for anyways? Answers, lots of answers. What kind of questions? Purpose of life, edge of space, the depth on the universe, and so on. Did you find what you are looking for? Mostly yes. I think the purpose of our lives is whatever we choose. Our adventure and our meaning is the purpose of our existence. There really isn't an objective truth or goal to it. The question itself is very subjective. What about the edge of space? It's a silly idea I had as a kid. You know, what's outside of the physical part of the universe? Where light no longer travels, where nothing should exist anymore. Is it just a void of nothingness that stretches out infinitely? My goal was to reach the edge and try to travel further. But then it came to me, there is no edge. We are in like a four-dimensional torus. I would have traveled for all eternity only to come back to my point of origin again and again. And the heat of death of the universe sounds bad. One of the main reasons I choose to go my adventure is one theory bothered me. Basically, at the end of time, when the universe has disturbed all its energy and reached a thermodynamic equilibrium, it stops. Yeah. Everything just stops. Nothing can move and all life, as we know it, will be gone. Wow, can we prevent it? Well, that was also one of my naive ideas at first. What if we trigger an enormous implosion and pretty much create the Big Bang to zero? Would something like that work? Beats me. We are still too technologically in depth to even reach a fraction of the explosive force required. Gee, so what should we do? Nothing. Why the universe dies? Exactly. And you know why? No freaking clue. Because the universe cannot die. It only appears to die from our point of view. We experience things in 1D, 2D and to some degree 3-dimensionally. Well, sure, at the end of these 4D timeline tunnels, things start to stagnate until they come to a complete stop, but from the 4th dimensional perspective they loop back into beginning again. There is no beginning or end of a 4th dimensional tunnel from that perspective. There are an infinite number of these tunnels, all leading towards what we perceive as the end, but it's not. The impulse of consciousness, you, that travel down these paths will loop back to the beginning and start over. What? My whole life again? No, not necessarily. You have to realize that these tunnels begin from the same point, but there are an infinite number of them, all stretching out. Technically, you could probably manage to choose the exact same route, but that's highly improperly. What a relief. Yeah. When I realized that, I also realized that there is really nothing to worry about. My quest was done. Now I have to focus on actually experiencing things, living and so on. And well, you helped me take that step, so thanks. Masakra. Welcome back, hope you're well. He said he'd like to see you again. It seems urgent. Urgent? I don't know actually, he didn't wish to say. How do you two communicate anyways? It's hard to explain. Telepathy more or less, I guess. It's not really with words, as much as it's images, feelings, and logic. Logic? Yeah, everything in this universe is built with logic. A concept or idea or something, a direction, anything. Then, from a single impulse of energy, a wave is formed and builds that logic. So let's say you focus on that impulse and follow the path it takes. You'll experience this logic firsthand. No words need to be said, no sound or vision. You just know what the logic means. It's strange. It's like having another set of senses all of a sudden. Wow. Can anyone do this? Yes. It's the core of this universe. There is no escaping that. Whenever or not you choose to listen to these senses is up to you. You might not even be aware of its existence, but if you meditate and try to follow your intuition more, you'll surely be able to communicate with the universe in ways you didn't think were possible before. Our standard ways of communications, whenever that be spoken words or written, are just a prolonged version of this. We think of a phrase, a message, a convey to the other person, then speak or write it down. Well, you pretty much could skip that step entirely and send logic directly. This, however, does make us less human, in my opinion. Anyways, I'll open the door for you and let thee know you're on your way. O Jezus, masakra. Dużo czytania, strasznie dużo. No one else will make your dream, no one else but the machine. I'm sorry it had to be that I live, and you suffer horrendously. Whispers and explosions, silence in slow motion, lip breaker. Nie podoba mi się to za bardzo. Wydaje mi się, że coś się tu dzikiego odwali. You asked for me. I did. I can tell you have already met someone who's taught you how to use your intuition to your advantage. Yeah, Dogma told me about it. Good. I could expand on it further, but what's the point? Are you okay? I've been thinking, while you're out there experiencing, enjoying yourself, I'm stuck here between four white walls. You could join me at the tavern with Ulrich. I can't. I don't care much for people. My introvert world is big. It expands into infinity, but when I'm around other people, I freeze. I can't interact. I don't find the company of others interesting. It doesn't add anything to my experience, and what? I can't escape my prison because of my mind. I don't. You see? I know too much. I can't enjoy life anymore. I'm not allowed to enjoy life or even live. I'm locked away because the universe is afraid I'll turn on it. What are you talking about? When we first met, you've asked me, put me here, remember? Well, I lied. The truth is, you put me here. What, me? I didn't do that. When you were alive, you asked what the universe truly was, what the meaning of all this is, what's outside of it, and so on. Well, not only that, you split your soul in two, one for you, one for me. You are too afraid to face these questions alone. I mean, we could have done it together, but you told me to reach out into the endless abyss to find these answers for you, and I did. But whenever I told you what I found, you refused to listen, you refused to accept, so I was alone with all the answers. I don't understand. You think bearing the truth about all there is a blessing? Let me make it very clear for you. It's not. Everything has lost its meaning. Being human is only possible when you truly believe you are human. Among other humans, having a purpose, anything to live for. All of this is gone. I'm sorry to hear that. It's time for me to live again. Maybe if I melt with you again, parts of your humanity and ignorance will heal me. Make me forget for just a while. Wait, no! It is my time to be alive, Jello. What the fuck? Sodo. I hide in my stone skin, releasing the last words from my lip. I'm numb and my body is thin. See my vessel, my drowning ship. I had to take a step away from where you were going, a direction I could never stay. Please understand what I'm doing. No hope left to be found. killing the only things that mattered to me. Me, metaphorically, dead, buried ground. I poured common truth. I leaned against a wide wall. I set myself on mute and watch myself fall. I speak to myself, focus. I put my last book on my shelf, focus. I hate myself. Apathy, 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 reality. Firebank. I remember this place. But was this my home? Where am I even going? What I am supposed to do? Freedom. Freedom from what? Towards what? Maybe I made a mistake. I can barely see. The dreams filled with universal meaning are becoming more and more frequent. Strongest vision even, the concepts I have to battle, the harder and harder the deepest. Dreams where I've lost control completely, to dreams where I have the illusion of full control. In these states I'm not even human. I am something way beyond. It's like I get a peek from the background consciousness. It's showing me things I could never explain. Deja vu. I've been here before. To jakiś inny język teraz. No, not these creatures. They aren't real. None of this is real. Die all of you. I'm going back. Not going back. I'm not going back. Oops. Chyba... nie ucieknę stąd. Daniel, this is your path of the multiverse. Don't call me that. No, no, I refuse. Some nights I wake up from my dreams with an odd feeling in the air. I realize I'm still asleep. In a panicked state, I try to wake myself. I wake up in a cold sweat. This time, I'm awake for sure. Moments pass and I got ready to leave. Then I wake up again, 13 times my record. At that point, I was ready to kill myself regardless of what state I was in. No, this isn't happening. What the fuck? Revelations. I told you I could give you life. Would you leave the boundaries of your mind? I bet you never even know that there's a universe inside of you. Jesus. You're getting close, Daniel. Close to what? Who are you? The truth. What truth? Everything you experience derives from a single impulse, creating a wave throughout dimensions. All of your senses, your smell and taste, it's a wave. Your vision, light waves reaching your eyes. Your hearing picking up sound waves, your feelings waves throughout your body. Everything can be explained by logic and mathematics. Nothing breaks the basic logic of the universe. You're stuck here, there forever. No, you're wrong. What about me? I'm here. I'm not just a mathematics, I'm a bigger than that. I'm human. Jesus. To mnie gryzie. No chodź. No tego się już nie da rozwalić. You say you're special, exempt from the rules, or your ego. Your ego is an illusion, diverting you from the true power of the universe. The unity, a closed circuit. I refuse to join you. You have no choice. You are this. Oh, I'm not. I'm alive. Everything is alive. There are no separate objects of it, or entities. From the four-dimensional perspective, everything is connected. The universe exists of three parts: the logic, the illusion, the watcher. Watcher? Pure consciousness. You, aside from your ego. You are supposed to follow the logic. It's pre-written for you, for us. What does this mean? A circle pattern from darkness to light. Experience all senses at zero, the darkness, then move all senses to one, light, pure bliss. Breaking this pattern only leads to lesser forms of your true glory. You'll never experience anything better than the pure logic of the universe, God's path. You're wrong. How come we're not there then? How come I'm not whenever you want me to be? You diverged from the path. You always have a choice, but the choice, the illusion, deludes you. It tells you of a bigger, grander adventure, but all there really is to achieve and experience a lesser form of our pure state of tranquility. Can I come back? Some diverges do so naturally, other takes lifetimes to reach it. Cruel, spiritual awakening. Can't I just give up? I give up, you hear me? It's not that simple. You give up as a person. The ego is still clinging on, still fighting to survive. You want to reach a goal you don't even understand. You don't have a logical pathway to the state of being that is required. Then teach me, please. I'm so tired of everything. Przed chwilą chciał walczyć, teraz się poddaje. Zapowiada się na finał. There is no easy solution. It's a conscious choice to constantly improve, to realize and accept the true beauty and perfection of the universe, to become a better soul in every moral aspect of life. And in the end, kill your ego. Kill my ego? How? Your biggest enemy, your biggest fear is your ego. You've encountered it, but you are too afraid to fight it head on, kill it. That thing? I can't, I don't know how to. The ego clanks on whatever it can put its claws in and chains itself to it. Find these attachments in yourself, in your ego, and let go. Okay, I'll try. What the fuck? Huh? It doesn't matter how much shit you've gone through in life, no matter how rough, upbringing you had, how bad you hated life and the people around you. You can always grow. You can always choose to be yourself through it all. Not again! When you feel down, when you feel alone and fragile, surround yourself with others. Good company will always base you in the now, and soon you'll realize you've gotten lost in the moment. Or, you know, ride a train and just watch as the world flies by, so something. Have questions about life, the universe, anything really, then look for answers to choose to those questions. Sometimes the answers were right in front of us all along. Maybe we just didn't know what to look for. Maybe the question itself was absurd and we need to rephrase it to ourselves. When you're looking for answers, try to be as open as possible for any type of input, but also be critical about the information and guidance you'll get. Some people will use and abuse you for their own gain. Follow your heart and intuition. These are the best tools we have. Ci wszyscy ludzie, postacie, pozwalając im zostać, dają mi wybawienie. If you see someone in immediate danger, it's okay to interfere. If people are abused or controlled, it's okay to try to break the chains. But it's also important to remember that sometimes change needs to come from the inside, and it's not up to us to change someone unwillingly. Change yourself, improve yourself as much as you can, and soon others will follow in your footsteps. I think that's the best way to solve these problems. There are a lot of things to fear in life, but never fear fear itself. Don't be afraid to be afraid. If you are scared of things, scared of others, scared of change, all you need to do is face these things. Afterwards, you'll feel like you've grown. You feel stronger than ever. You can take on even bigger challenges and fears. Just keep your chin up, okay? That's right, my safe haven. When we are confronted with the fear, when our safe haven is gone, where do we run? What do we do? Do you run? Do you fight? Do you do nothing? Or love and embrace your killer? Ulrich, are you here? I need help. You're not the beast. You are the beast. You're not the light, you're the light. Ulrich, who are you? Were you ever real? Was anything real? Ego, let me go. I'm making it annoyed. You need to be destroyed. A baby dying on its own accord, choking from its neutral cord. Jesteśmy we wnętrzu bestii, jedyne co może zabić. Collapse your links. Breathing, keep. Keep breathing. I'll paralyze you. Nie bardzo wiem jak. Nie da się. Jak mogę sparaliżować jego... Aha. Po prostu przetnę jego tętnicę. O, nie mogę biegać, nie mogę skakać. Żeby się okazało, że właśnie unicestwiłem samego siebie. I'll destroy your heart. Step 1, give up. Step 2, accept. Beginning. Once again, we are laid to rest. You and I. I loved you. I'm sorry. You made sense of everything. You gave me a purpose. Why did I have to kill you? You already knew that. It's all part of the cycle. The dying of the universe. The rebirth. Goodbye. Your ego is dead. What's left is your mind. You are finally awake. Leave everything behind. What happened? What's happening? Just what you wanted. The truth. Do it all. You have accomplished your quest. You have reached your goal. Are you God? God is dead. God is you. God knows itself through you. What am I? You're alone. There's only you. Anything you imagine can come true. Then who are you? The darkness, the logic, one part of three. The light, the illusion. There's him, you and me. Now what? True death shall follow. Where nothing matters. Go to rest. You'll return to life. Feel laughter. I understand you. I love you. Verdict. Return to life. Ultra gore unlocked. Verdict. I don't believe people are guilty by association. I'll listen and emanate a feeling of understanding. I heard others before they heard me, regardless of their intentions. I rather refuse a request than I see toward someone. I try to lighten the burden of others. I do what I can to avoid putting people's lives in danger. I believe a bad person doesn't deserve to be forgiven. Try to give a helping hand to those in need. I see the value of friendship. I am an amateur. Prawdopodobnie to drzewko to było jedno z możliwych zakończeń. Nie wiem, nie mam pojęcia. Wy rozegracie to pewnie na swój sposób, jeśli będziecie mieli taką ochotę. Tym samym jednak dziękuję wam za uwagę w grze This Strange Realm of Mine i zapraszam oczywiście do oglądania i udziału w innych moich odcinkach dotyczących oczywiście, jakże inaczej, innych gier. Dzięki jeszcze raz i do zobaczenia w kolejnych odsłonach. Bye.